just to take a moment to talk about the Aaron Rodgers situation. He's played well. I don't think he's washed at all. He played the majority of the season last year with a broken thumb, and he was throwing to the likes of Christian Watson, who was not good for the first half of the year. He was objectively bad. And Romeo Dubs, Randall Cobb, Robert Tunyon coming off of an ACL, and then dumping it off to A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones. It's just not going to get it done offensively. And if he moves to the New York Jets, it's wheels up for Rodgers, who will get back into that top 10 consideration. I think at top 10 consideration, I'm not going to get carried away with top 5, top 3, anything like that if he moves to the New York Jets. I do love the Garrett Wilson wide receiver. I do love Elijah Moore there. I love if Corey Davis would resign. I think that would be a really nice spot. But the reality is Aaron Rodgers would have the weapons he would need to be back in that top 10, top 12 conversation if, in fact, he moves the New York Jets. I think that, of course, it'll bump up Garrett Wilson just a little bit. I think Wilson is getting that mid round 2 draft capital in your best ball leagues right now. If Aaron Rodgers is traded, I think maybe Wilson gets bumped up to that 1-2 turn, but I can't see him leapfrogging the likes of Stephon Diggs, at least at this point. The A.J. Browns of the world. I don't know if we can get there. The Devontae Adams, the Stephon Diggs. I think Garrett Wilson will firmly plant himself at that 1-2 turn. There might be some people who get aggressive on him. That's fine. I don't hate being aggressive on Garrett Wilson. Could he leapfrog Stephon Diggs eventually? Yeah. But for right now, that's not how I see the market going with regard to Garrett Wilson. I think the biggest jump, if Aaron Rodgers goes to the New York Jets, and this sounds crazy, maybe not, it's going to be Tyler Conklin, the tight end. Aaron Rodgers loves to target his tight ends in the red zone. And Tyler Conklin is going like round 17, 18, 19, 20. And I think he would provide a great value. If you miss out on a lot of the early tight ends, and we'll talk about a couple other tight ends that I think have been bumped up because of this free agency time, that Tyler Conklin is one that needs to be on your radar. And I've talked with James Brimacombe about this. I've talked with Billy Muzio about this. Tyler Conklin is the guy you want in the New York Jets tight end room. Now, there had been some chatter pre-combine about how the Jets might be in on drafting a tight end. If they trade Aaron Rodgers, I don't think that the Jets would be using a top tier draft capital investment on a tight end. They would want to surround Rodgers with more dynamic weapons than even what a first round tight end could offer at this point. So I think Tyler Conklin is a very interesting play here as we're moving forward in picking Jets players who would see significant increases. Of course, we're going to see Elijah Moore get bumped up a little bit. We're going to see Breece Hall move from that 3-4 turn to maybe late second round. Sometimes you're seeing him late second round. Sometimes you're seeing him in the third round. I think he's going to be firmly second round pick if Aaron Rodgers gets there. Just the way that Rodgers is able to get the ball in the short spaces, but also we've seen Breece Hall be able to run a few routes down the field, and imagine if it's Aaron Rodgers throwing him the ball and not the Mike Whites or Zach Wilsons of the world. So that's what I'm thinking for the Aaron Rodgers impact. Okay,